start, I guess, at the top. Alright, so salivary glands, just know that they're in the mouth. They're up near the mandible.
Salivary glands.
Yes. Salivary glands, they're up near the mouth. I'm not going to pin it. I would just ask you, where are your salivary glands found? They're in your mouth. Gastric glands, don't worry about them. Liver. So that's this big honking thing right here. Do not confuse this with the lungs. I have said this 8 times, I will say it again. It happens every time. This is a liver. It's big, I know. It's multi-lobed. So just be ready for that, because it will be on there. Alright, below the stomach, you have this cool thing. Oh, yeah, there it is. So there's the pancreas, right there. Spleen, pancreas. It's just an odd looking thing. Doesn't look like it's even supposed to be there.
That red thing?
Yeah. It got dyed a little bit. The intestinal glands, don't worry about them. Alright. Up here, behind the trachea, see, here's the trachea, beautiful. And then we have this one right here, this fleshy tube, that's the esophagus. It's going to run behind the trachea all the way down. You can see it's still here. There's the esophagus. The trachea stopped at the lungs. The esophagus is going to keep going. And it's going to go down into the stomach. Big old pretty stomach looking thing. There are various regions of the stomach, so on your review sheet it will ask, what is this region? What is that region? Don't just say stomach 3 times. Actually find out the name of the region. This is the pyloric region, so that might help you out a little bit. Alright, first part of the small intestines. I'd pin it close to the stomach so you can see. That's the duodenum or the duodenum. You follow the small intestines down and around. The middle part, not listed on your sheet, is the jejunum. But I want to ask you, it's just kind of neat to know. I hate when people leave anatomy and don't know what the jejunum is. You get punched in the jejunum, you throw up. So, it's always fun. Alright, the last part of the small intestines is the ileum. Hopefully we know that word good enough by now. Seen it in the hips and the circulatory. That's the name of everything in that region, pretty much. So the last part of the small intestines is the ileum. You see right here where it hooks up to the large intestine? The small intestine feeds into the large intestine right there. I love this little section. It's my favorite little section. Because you get this cool little overlap right here. This is the cecum. It makes a little C over the overlap. Cecum, ileum, cecum, and then there's a little pouch right here called the appendix. So it sits right below the cecum. If you've ever had your appendix removed, now you know where it is. It's right below the cecum. It's smaller than people think.
I thought it was like...
It looks a lot different. Yeah. So cecum, appendix, colon, just large intestine and colon. And it's going to go down and out through the butthole. That's the anus.
It's on the right side or the left side? The appendix.
Oh, it's on both sides actually. See right there? The rectum. It's right there. Nothing fancy. It's the last little part of the intestines, which we can't see because it's underneath this. It's in the hips. So, yeah, all that's the appendix. It goes up in there. Alright, then we had the gallbladder. I like the gallbladder. I almost always ask for the gallbladder. If I can find it. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so in between 2 lobes of the liver is this little sac. You can kind of see I'm squishing it. It squishes different than that. It's in between the lobes of the liver. Right there. That's the gallbladder. My sister had hers removed. She kept getting gallstones. Good stuff. Alright, the rest of us, the cystic duct, hepatic duct, bile duct, pancreatic duct, I will ask you from the diagram that is on the board. I'll show it to you in a second. Then we have the teeth. What I need you to know about teeth. There's different kinds. Incisors, they're the ones in the front. Or your flat cutting teeth. Kind of get the leaves off a tree kind of thing. Then you got the sharp ones right here. Those are the canines. They're for grabbing onto your meat. We've got them. Dogs have them. That's why they have the name canine. They're these right here, the sharp ones. So there's 4 incisors, then there's 2 canines. Then there's premolars, which sit right behind the canines. And then the molars are the ones in the back. So premolars, I think you only have like 2 on each side. And you can really tell by the way the grooves on the teeth are. So you have the canines are the last of the smooth ones that don't have the cusps. Then these 2 are the premolars. They kind of have a little bit of a cusp. They're a little bit different. And then the molars are just the ones that have all that cusp in the back. So yeah, kind of neat. I like teeth. They're fun. And then you have a tongue. Hopefully you know what that is. In case you don't, here it is on the Kit Kat. She has her tongue out. And it's got taste buds. We don't need to know. I like to do the little, there is no sections of your tongue. So like the front doesn't do sweet, the back doesn't do bitter, whatever they said. That was based off some bad science. It's been refuted since then. So that's it.